Hey guys, what's up? It's Rocket54 here, and going through doing my movie review today. I just got back from seeing The Boss, the new Melissa McCarthy movie that came out, and yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be reviewing for today. I do have a movie review of Hush, but that is gonna be out this Wednesday. Um, Now the movie's directed by Ben Falcone and stars Melissa McCarthy as Michelle. Kristen Bell as Claire, Peter Dinklage as Renault, and Ella Anderson as Rachel. Now, for those of you that don't know, the director of this movie is actually Melissa McCarthy's husband in real life. He also directed her in the movie Tammy. Because he's in Melissa McCarthy's husband's in all of her movies. He was in Bridesmaids as somebody on the plane. He was in The Heat that played this guy at the bar. I know he was in Tammy. I just forget where. Apparently he's in Spy as well, but I have not seen Spy yet. I really need to. And he's in The Boss, because he directed it, wrote it, and he played a small little part in this as her lawyer at the beginning. And basically what this movie's about is about a woman named Michelle Darnell, played by Melissa McCarthy, and she's been to so many families and so many foster homes, and then in the present day she ends up making it big and she's one of the richest people in America. But then she gets sent to prison for 5 months because of insider trading, and then everything is seized and her assistant quits, and then she ends up moving into her assistant's house, and then she has to take her ex-assistant's daughter to her a Girl Scout meeting. Well, they call them dandelions. I'm just gonna call them Girl Scouts. And they go to a Girl Scout meeting, and then Michelle just does not like the people there. And then instead of selling cookies, Michelle said that she decides to start her own business as because her ex-assistant makes really good brownies, and she basically starts a brownie Girl Scout troop. And that's pretty much the plot of the movie, and basically, yeah, it was a pretty good movie. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought that it was better than Tammy, but not as good as The Heat. There were some really, really funny moments in this. Yeah, there were some pretty funny moments in this. I'm not going to spoil them, but yeah, it was a pretty funny movie, and it's pretty unfairly hated on. It got 18% on Rotten Tomatoes. It doesn't deserve that, honestly. Yeah, it was a very good movie. Again, I find it's pretty unfairly hated on, but for those of you that don't recognize him, because if you're okay, I know where this Renault, I know the guy that plays Renault is in something. Well, if you don't know, the one that plays Renault, the midget, he was in the movie Elf. He was in the movie Elf as that children's author, and he was also in Pixels as that guy that Adam Sandler loses to. He was in so if you're wondering where he's from, he was in Elf and he was in Pixels as well. Yeah, so this movie all in all was a very fun experience. I really liked it. Again, I thought it was way better than Tammy. Tammy was okay. You'd think that it would be better, but oh, now I remember who Melissa McCarthy's husband plays in Tammy. Her husband plays her boss in at the fast food place where she works. But so you know, it was way better than Tammy, but not as good as The Heat. I still haven't seen Spy yet, so I can't judge that. And yeah, and also when I was in the theater, there was only 7 people, including me and my mom, that were in the theater. There's only 5 other people besides me and my mom that were in the theater, and there were these 2 girls sitting in the row in front of us, and they looked about like my age, maybe a little younger, maybe like a year or 2 younger, and kind of like near the end of the second act, I hear one of their phones go off, and I said to my mom, "Are you freaking kidding me?" And so then she actually answers it and starts talking to it, and I'm like, I am extremely tempted to tell her to get off the phone, but luckily it wasn't too distracting, and she was talking pretty quietly and wasn't on the phone for like more than a minute, thank God. And I was thinking in my head, I was like, if that phone goes off a second time, I'm like, don't you dare answer that. But like The Boss is actually a pretty good movie. Drink from the theater. Yeah, so I would recommend going and checking it out if you like Melissa McCarthy's movies. I really like her. Like, I know a lot of people really don't, but like, I actually really like her movies. Like, she's probably my favorite female comedian. Like, I just think it's really funny, and the one thing that you always expect from a Melissa McCarthy movie is when she roasts people, and this movie has plenty of that, trust me. Like, honestly, every time I watch a Melissa McCarthy movie, I'm just waiting for her to roast somebody, and trust me, it happens in this movie. Also, like, yeah, I don't know, this movie was slightly funnier than The Heat, but it wasn't better than The Heat. Like, actually, fun fact, The Heat was the first R-rated movie I ever saw in theaters. And so, like, that movie just brings back pretty good memories. But, yeah, so, all in all, The Boss is a very fun movie, and like, it's, like, for what it is, it's pretty funny, and it's very enjoyable. At least give it a chance, because it is quite funny. I don't really know of anything else to say about it. Like just at least give it a chance, because it is a fun, pretty funny movie. Yeah, so, like, just give it a chance, and I would recommend this to you if you like Melissa McCarthy's movies, and I'm gonna give The Boss a B+. So yeah, like, guys, go and check it out. Like, I liked it. It was pretty funny. I don't get why it's so hated on. It is a very funny movie, but also, guys, another one of the main reasons I like this movie so much, Melissa McCarthy's character in this, how she looks exactly like my mom. She looks so much like my mom, it's scary. Like, seriously, her hairstyle in this movie is pretty much identical to my mom's. So, yeah, I just thought it was pretty funny. It's scary how much Melissa McCarthy looks like my mom in this movie. But yeah, so at least check it out. I would recommend this to you if you like Melissa McCarthy's movies. Just go check it out at least. But anyway, guys, that is all for this video. Subscribe for more content, and remember, you guys, whenever starting a Girl Scout troop by yourself, say no to drugs.